Following his discharge, Ditko learned that his idol, Batman artist Jerry Robinson, was teaching at the Cartoonists and Illustrators School, later known as the School of Visual Arts in New York City. Moving there in 1950, he enrolled in the art school under the GI Bill. Robinson found the young student a very hard worker who really focused on his drawing, and someone who could work well with other writers as well as write his own stories and create his own characters, and he helped Ditko acquire a scholarship for the following year. To quote Robinson, he was in my class for 2 years, 4 or 5 days a week, 5 hours a night. It was very intense. Robinson, who invited artists and editors to speak with his class, once brought in Stan Lee, then editor of Marvel Comics, 1950s precursor Atlas Comics, and I think that was when Stan first saw Steve's work. Ditko began professionally illustrating comic books in early 1953, drawing writer Bruce Hamilton's science fiction story Stretching Things for the key publications imprint Stenmer Publications, which sold the story to Ajax Farrell, where it finally found publication in Fantastic Fairs issue 5, cover dated February 1954. Ditko's first published work was his second professional story, the 6-page paper romance, Endearing Love issue 1 in October 1953, published by the key imprint Gilmer Magazines. Shortly afterward, Ditko found work at the studio of writer-artists Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, who had created Captain America and other characters. Beginning as an inker on backgrounds, Ditko was soon working with and learning from Art Meskin, an artist whose work he had long admired. Meskin was fabulous, Ditko once recalled. I couldn't believe the ease with which he drew. Strong compositions, loose pencils, yet complete, detail without clutter. I loved his stuff. Ditko's known assistant work includes aiding inker Meskin on the Jack Kirby pencil work of Harvey Comics, Captain 3D issue 1 in December 1953. For his own third published story, Ditko penciled and inked the 6-page A Hole in His Head in Black Magic Volume 4, Issue 3 in December 1953, published by Simon M. Kirby's Crestwood Publications imprint Prize Comics. Ditko then began a long association with the Derby, Connecticut publisher Charlton Comics, a low-budget division of a company best known for song lyric magazines. Beginning with the cover of The Thing. Issue 12, February of 54, and the 8-page vampire story Cinderella. In that issue, Ditko would continue to work intermittently for Charlton until the company's demise in 1986, producing science fiction, horror and mystery stories, as well as co-creating Captain Atom with writer Joe Gill in Space Adventures issue 33 in March of 1960. He first went on hiatus from the company and comics altogether in mid-54 when he contracted tuberculosis and returned to his parents' home in Johnstown to recuperate.